Hello everyone. A couple of weeks ago I made a video on a clamp rack that I made, and I realized after gluing up about 40 or 50 cutting boards that it wasn't really ideal, and I went ahead and built a second rack that kind of improves upon some of my original ideas. And what I realized in using that first rack is that I didn't build it strong enough for one, so it was kind of floppy and it was hard to get the boards aligned sometimes. And I also couldn't use it for very long straight glue ups, just real short ones. I also realized that the clamps, the way I had my support, didn't allow the clamps to come flat enough, and it made it a lot harder to reload and actually glue up the boards when the clamps were hanging all the way down towards the wall. And then you also, the way I designed it, couldn't really remove the clamps. It's still not super easy on this one, but it is easier, and you actually can pull your clamps off to either adjust how many clamps you have on the wall, or if you need to use your clamps for something else, or if you need to take the clamps off for more storage space. And I also want to make it a little more simple to build. The first one, it was kind of wishy-washy in how I constructed it, but this one, it's very straight, very easy, and uses just very simple pieces of lumber and EMT conduit to accomplish the design. The actual design here, what I went away from is instead of using the wooden clamps that I had made, I actually 3D printed out of PETG these brackets, and I do think I could make them a little stronger. These are printed at 100% infill, but I think the walls are a little bit too small. If you do flex on them, there is a fair amount of flex, but I found in using these that it isn't that bad. You know, I would say if you're making a really large glue up, you might need to beef these up a little bit, but I will attach the files in the description. What I started with was actually these open brackets, so you can see there's no top on them. And what I realized is when you put your clamps on here and then put your support board, that kind of tilts them up. When you do that with the open one, it just rotates out and doesn't work. So essentially this new one, what it allows you to do, it kind of rests against there. And actually now that I'm thinking this out loud, I just realized that there might be another design with these where you could kind of do something and put that upside down. Because if you look at these, it's hard to see, but it actually sits in the very top. So there might be a version 3 someone could make where they are actually even easier to pull these clamps out. But that's kind of the design of the brackets. And essentially all I did is, because I do have post frame walls, I actually framed a 2x4 wall behind here, because you really want to have this as supported as possible. And then I ran a horizontal 2x3 along the wall, and that really is just to keep something nice and straight, screw it into all the studs, and then I use that to attach the brackets. And to make setting the brackets easy at the same height, and also to kill two birds with one stone, I use a 2x4, and I screw that from the bottom and then also into the studs, and that gives you your support platform that holds the clamps off the walls and makes it easier to have your clamps like this, so you very easily can set all your boards as you're doing your glue up, and then all these brackets just they rest on top of there and screw right in. So with this, so far I've done a couple cutting boards, but mainly actually longer glue ups. It is nice with this that the clamps are very almost at the exact same plane because I got it pretty leveled and my wall's not too far out here. But the nice thing is what you can do, even though it is a little difficult with the current design, is you can grab your clamps, and because on this design what I did is rather than do one 10-foot piece of EMT conduit, I actually did shorter 2-foot pieces. And because of that, you can actually pop the clamps out and pop that EMT out and fully break this wall down if you wanted to use your clamps for something else or to change spacing. And for this design, what I did is I went to a 24-inch spacing for these, and then I put 3 clamps per section. In my original design, I did do 4, but I did find that with some glue ups, you do want to add extra vertical clamps, and there's really not an easy way to mount those. So with this design, I could put a cutting board in here, clamp it, and then use 2 opposite boards on the other side, and just rest them on top, just so you get that clamping from both directions. Sort of like that. So that's sort of the design I had for this. What you could do is you could modify some things. You could beef up the wall section. It is kind of hard because this is a 2x4, so I had to use 6-inch or 5-inch screws to screw these into the studs because of my wall thickness. So while you could potentially get these a little bit flatter if you got some larger pieces of wood or double this up, it does get to the point where it gets to be a little bit difficult. I do like this design a lot more than my first one. I think it's easier to make. Again, all I used for this section was a 2x4, a 2x3, the 3D printed brackets, and then the screws. And then again, I had a 10-foot piece of EMT that I cut into 2-foot sections, and the same 3/4 inch pipe tees. I think as a secondary or new design, what someone might want to try is there might be some way to do a different kind of bracket like this that might be easier to remove them, but I do like the safety of having that fully enclosed system to make sure that, you know, when you're taking clamps on and off and whatever, you're not going to risk something falling on you. Funny enough, as I was building this, I actually won a bunch of industrial clamps at an auction. So I got a lot of these really heavy duty, fancy 3-foot I-beam clamps. I got 50 of these. So even though I just made a new clamp rack design, now I got to make a new design because I really want to spend the $3,000 to buy the industrial version. But now I got to figure a new system out because these are a little bit beefier than the bar clamps. But that's the only reason I didn't add more levels. If I was going to use this more long term, I would have added more levels to it. And I do think this design is very stackable. You know, you very easily can go vertical. I think this is probably about 5 feet off the ground. And you could probably do at least 2 more sections, if not 3 below that. And even more if you do want to change it so that your clamps come straighter out. So that's kind of the updated design I made. There's still definitely improvements to be made. I don't love the brackets I designed. The screw head, the standoffs for the screws aren't quite the right height and they could be a little bit stronger. One thing I wish I did design was a way to lift the clamps up, because if you do get to the point of stacking these, you do have to deal with these extra clamps. And I did want to make something that would allow you just to lift them up out of the way, but I didn't get around to doing that. But that's definitely a very easy thing to do, you know, bungee cords or something, just to allow you to really get in the groove and clamp up a lot more boards in a day if you're trying to do that kind of production work. But I also like the idea of this too. Just, you know, what I found I was doing is I do a lot of 8-foot long, just like simple panel glue ups for a house I'm working on for weird trim and stuff. And it was very nice to have this really nice clamp rack all up here, very easy to load the boards onto. And it was a lot easier than having to deal with clamps on a huge table, and really keeps them a little bit flatter too. So that's the design of my clamp rack. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.